Blessed ones of the nations of the world. One more time, this is your brother Dan Moses, or say El Sakodie of TRC, Ghana, coming to you this 19th of August 2023, Saturday, the Lord's Day, with the 5th memorial anniversary of His Excellency Dr. Busumuru Kofi Annan, whom the worshippers of the extremely dangerous US undercover agent Ban Ki-moon, traitors within the United Nations, Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden, Akufo Addo, Mahamudu Bawumia, James Opon Buemi, Brian Achampo, Enim Yeboah, tribalist of Ghana, destroyed his life in worship of this extremely dangerous US undercover agent. The 5th anniversary of Dr. Busumuru Kofi Annan is what we have had this day. Kofi Annan Center for Peace Mission, Accra, and the family of Dr. Busumuru Kofi Annan. Kofi Annan was killed. It has been covered up by the United Nations for the past 5 years, together with the US Justice Department. For me to have called for a probe into the cutting short of the life of Kofi Annan, they killed my Reverend Dr. David Nabemado within a matter of weeks, when I had flown to the US from Ghana to go present my case to the United Nations, to the US Justice Department in November of 2018. Within the matter of 1 month, they killed my Reverend Dr. David Nabemado. Blessed ones of the nations of the world, Akwaba to the program Testimony New World Disorder. If we don't remember anything at all, in this expose, which is expose part 260, we have received this is 261, we have received 260. This 260 is to what to do. If you don't remember anything at all on this anniversary, 5th anniversary of Dr. Kofi Annan, we want you to remember that the United Nations, as it is today, is owned by America and stakes global wicked forces. They own traitors within the United Nations, Ban Ki-moon and his cronies. It no longer represents the human race. They don't believe in the peace that the nations of the world know. They don't believe in that. That is why, for years, they have practiced the kind of peace that they believe in at the expense of the Israeli and the Palestinian people, and now are practicing it at the expense of the precious blood of the African people in a shameless hate crime of the 21st century in worship of this extremely dangerous US undercover agent. Africa, you were created by God and not the United Nations or the US government or anybody, and therefore you are not the seed of the Antichrist. You were created by the all-loving God. This we declare to the killers of Kofi Annan. After cutting short of the life of Kofi Annan, they knew that what they have done would surely lead to Third World War. That was what they had called for. And they were doing everything they could to cover up the killing, to the point of killing my family members one after the other. It couldn't help them. And they locked down the whole world under the guise of COVID-19, which they created at the back of China, pointing fingers at China. And they terrorize us all. This is the United Nations that we now know as being in existence. The United Nations that turned family members against family members, to kill their own family members and for blood money. United Kingdom, be still. What they had done in the year 2022, and your government was in total tatters. States within the United Nations, the Biden administration, and the Akufo Addo government, it was leading to the total wrecking of your nation. That was why God could not have humanity and the nations of the world go through the pain of the willful wrecking of America's finances and economy together with that of the United Kingdom. So God took me to America for the sake of the United Kingdom, to do what must be done to save the economy and the finances of the United Kingdom. United Kingdom, as from next week, we shall begin to understand in details why God took me to America. It is because I believe in all who believe in the God of this book. And I am on the side of Yahweh. Akwa to the program, testimony, he will. What to do in the face of the total betrayal of humanity and the nations of the world. That all who believe in God and in their fellow humans and in the human race, do not be afraid of the destroyers of the body. Do not be afraid of the betrayers of humanity. Don't be afraid of Joe New World Order Biden, Joe falling Biden. Don't be afraid of haters and tribalists of Ghana, Nana Addo Akufo Addo. Don't be afraid of racist Ban Ki-moon. Don't be afraid of many that gather together against us as members of the human race. What to do is never to be afraid. David was not afraid, no matter how many that stood against him. And he declared this. I want to join him to declare this. Psalm 118, verse 9 downwards. It is better to put trust in the Lord than to put confidence in princes. What he's saying is, we can no longer trust Joe Biden and his White House. Don't trust them. Don't trust Akufo Addo and his government. Don't trust Mahamudu Bawumia, the traitor against his own people, who give his own people to be destroyed. Hypocritical, and talk the nonsense that he has done so much for Ghana. Yes, so much by giving his own people over to be killed and giving Ghanaians to be killed for political seat. Israel Yamin Triauka. Don't trust the United Nations as we know it today. Don't trust them. They are betrayers of the human race. Don't trust the haters of God and the destroyers of the human race. Don't trust them. I continue. All nations compassed me about. All nations compassed me about, but in the name of the Lord will I destroy them. They compassed me about, yea, they compassed me about, but in the name of the Lord I will destroy them. Grace, be still. Elizabeth, be still. Yahweh is God. Jehovah is God. The creator of the universe is God. Human beings are not God. The worshippers of the extremely dangerous and US and they are not God. the just and the avenging God of the heavens and the earth. He is God, and he shall show himself God. The killers of Dr. Busumuru Kofi Annan shall never get away with the blood of the innocent on their hands. Joe Biden, Ban Ki-moon, Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo Addo, Osla Owusu, Kandapa, Bernard Champon, and all of you. The God of the book says I should tell you. They compared me about like bees. They are quenched as the fire of thorns. For in the name of the Lord, I will destroy them. Ghana and the nations of the world. Akufo to the program. Testimony, New World is all. We came to Ghana for peace and for the build-up of our nation, Ghana. But the destroyers of the world, the haters of God, the destroyers of humanity, chose war, and we say, let them do it. They took the mind of the most dangerous human being upon the earth, who called herself my wife, to seek to destroy me. I said, take her. They took over the mind of my own brother of the same father and mother to join her to kill me. I told them, take my brother. They took over the lives of, the minds of some of my own family members, my father and my uncle, to aid them to kill me. I said, take my father, take my uncle. And eventually, they killed them all. Okay. I've been betrayed by a wife. Betrayed by some of my own nationals. Betrayed by some of my own family members. Betrayed by my brother of the same father and of the same mother. What betrayal can take away the love of Christ for me? United Nations. God knew what he was doing all this while, but ye knew not the counsel of God. He has always been in control. Mahamudu Bawumia, listen, Ghana, he has gathered traitors in the way. He has recruited innocent Muslim minds. And he believes so much that the destruction of the life of innocent Ghanaians for his political ambition has well succeeded. Ghana and the nations of the world, we declare to Mahamudu Bawumia that it shall not stand, neither shall it prosper. In the name of Jehovah, we declare to him, his counsel shall perish along with him. Kofi Annan never dies. Humanity and the nations of the world. We end here. God bless you. God keep the precious soul of Dr. Busumuru Kofi Annan. Be still, my two tortured and abducted children. God the Avenger shall never let the mother of Babylon the Great, the US, extremely dangerous US, get away. She shall pay for her evil with her very life. Just like they took Kofi Annan's life. Their mother shall pay for it with her life. Any family member of mine that says that he shall still continue to love money at the expense of the blood of our family member, you can continue and just be still and see what Yahweh will do. Daniel never dies. You killed him and he came back alive because Yahweh his God is alive, and he shall ensure justice. God bless you, and God bless our homeland Ghana. Kofi Annan never dies. Bye bye. We shall continue next week.